Hello, my name is Nicholas Kovar, and today we are going to be talking about the history of me and my life. In this picture here, this is when I was first born on September 3rd, 2003. I was born at Placentia Linda Hospital. In this picture here, I'm not really sure what was happening at all, but I wanted to include it because I thought it was funny. In this picture, I was a little under 1 year old. This was my first time at the lake. Me and my family would always go on vacation to the lake because we had a motorhome and we had a jet ski. On November 7th, 2011, when I was in 3rd grade, I was playing soccer out on the playground and I broke my femur. As you can see here in this picture, I had to get surgery, in which took about a couple of hours. It was very painful, but thank God I was asleep. I was in the hospital for about a total of 4 days, but the only thing that made it good was their amazing food. 3 days after my surgery, I was up and walking with some help, trying to get my leg to a nice speedy recovery. When I finally got to come home from the hospital, I went on an amazing walk around my neighborhood and it felt so good just to be able to be outside. About a year after breaking my leg, they finally took the plate and screws out of my leg and I was able to start a new journey of recovery. This was very painful, but I got through it. This was like my first real time out of the house for Christmas when my whole family was down when we went bowling. I currently attend Brea Linda High School and I am a sophomore. This was my first year on the Brea Linda varsity high school soccer team. Outside of high school soccer, I play club soccer for AC Brea. We are premier. My soccer team had the amazing opportunity to go to Dallas, Texas this year for one of the biggest tournaments ever. It was very fun and we had an amazing opening ceremony where we met thousands of other teams and we got to meet all the amazing parents and supporters. This is my team. These are my amazing friends that I hang out with all the time at school and outside of school. They love soccer as much as I do, and that's why we get along so well. When I don't have soccer on the weekends, this is what I'm doing with my dad. We make the amazing trip out to the desert to ride our motorcycles. Post-high school, I want to attend college. The college I want to attend is Point Loma because it is somewhat close to home and it is right on the beach. After college, I would like to get going on my career to be a business owner. But after that, I would like to have a nice, beautiful family. I want to live in a nice, big, beautiful home in Hollywood Hills with my beautiful family. I also want very many different kinds of cars for multi-purpose reasons. Cars are one of my main things to admire. One thing that we need to stop doing is polluting the world, especially by this because it uses fossil fuels and fossil fuels are a very limited resource and it is bad for us to be breathing in. The other thing we need to cut down on is plastic because it eventually ends up in our oceans and we're killing millions of animals at a time. We need to stop pollution, huh, bro?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro. So the country I chose was Sweden. It is on the map. It is located in between Finland and Norway. One fun fact about Sweden is that it is the 4th largest landmass in all of Europe. Another fun fact is that the official language is Swedish, but they also have 5 other official languages. The food I chose was a cinnamon roll, as you could see here. It is most known to have with a coffee in the morning, and you can find it at any cafe, bakery, or food shop in the country. Good afternoon on this beautiful day from Saudi Arabia on September 26, 2017. Today I'm here in Saudi Arabia because they announced that they would let women drive again. They made this decision because it would stop bad international relationships and hopefully it would get the public on their side. They're beginning to do this because women need to be able to drive to get to places. They did not have it a rule before because they believe that women should always have a man by their side, and that men were able to drive. So the men would drive the woman everywhere. But the new leader of Saudi Arabia believes that the woman should be able to drive because it would increase all the people in their workplace, and they would eventually gain off of it. The current king's son, Mohammed bin Salah, is in charge of these decisions because they are trying to reform the society by 2030. Thousands of women have already registered for their license. That number is expected to grow into the 1 million by 2020. Car sales are expected to increase by about 9% now just because of all the women that are applying for their license and are going to be able to be driving.
Freedom at midnight. Well, that's how it feels. Have license, will drive. In Jeddah, some women weren't going to wait for dawn. They were ready at 1 minute past the hour.
What does it mean to you as a Saudi woman to be able to drive in your own country?
It means a lot. It means that today I'm an independent person. I can drive my kids to school. I can do the grocery. I can do the basic things that anyone could do. So it feels really important.
It's a moment in history. But some women who fought for this aren't behind the wheel, they're behind bars.
There's a real sense of celebration here. The women I've been talking to are excited. They know that other women who campaigned for this are in prison. But you can't take this night away from them.
Well, that's all I have for you today on this huge announcement in Saudi Arabia. When we get more news soon on this, we'll be back.